चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजतां सगना रघुनाथावितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदान् सगना ललिता श्रीविशाखाभितांश्च। Hold on for one moment.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिकांत राधाकांत नमस्ते। तप्त कंचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम विष्णु पदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले कृताश्चैत हरे कृष्ण।
Prabhu, you raised your hand. Namro Prabhu, make a co-host. Madhupati.
Somebody raised a hand.
Your hand is raised.
Oh,
Maybe
my hand is raised.
by mistake. Maybe.
Wow. Let me see. How can I get rid of my hand? Um.
Should be in the host tools, maybe.
Yeah.
Yep, good.
We were able to get rid of
Yep.
it.
Yeah, well, good now. Yeah, I can reshare. Yeah.
Okay. So the topic of discussion today is glories of Lord Nityananda. We'll try to understand who is Lord Nityananda, little bit of his biography, where he took birth, where he appeared, rather, um, and some of his pastimes and his glories, and then we'll end with his final pastimes, as well as we'll also at the end um, sing this nice bhajan of Lord Nityananda. Yeah, that's how we'll summarize our talk. The Supreme Lord, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, in his complete uh, absolute truth, appeared as five personalities: Panchatatvakam Krishnam, Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam, Bhakta Avtaram, Bhaktakyam, Namami Bhakta Saktikam. Right. For my obeisances on the Supreme Lord, Lord Krishna, who is non-different from his speeches as a devotee, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, devotional incarnation, Lord Nityananda, devotional manifestation, Advaita, as a pure devotee, she was Pandit and devotional energy, Kalada Pandit. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, the fifth chapter, the first verse um, uh, offers obeisances to Lord Nityananda. Vande Ananta Bhuteshwaryam Sri Nityanandameshwaram Yasyechaya Tatswarupam Agyanapi Nirupyate. Let me offer my obeisances to Lord Sri Nityananda, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose opulence is wonderful and unlimited. Right. By his will, even a fool can understand his identity. So the Lord, who is Lord Nityananda? In Adi Lila, again, fifth chapter, sixth verse, it's mentioned, Rajendra Nandana hoi, Sachi Sutta hoilo sai, Balram hoilo nitai. Dina hina jatashilo, Hari name udarilo, Tara Shaki, Jagai Madai. That same Rajendra Nandan Krishna appeared as a son of Mother Sachi, right? Uh, and Lord Balaram appeared as Nityananda. That's why Lord Nityananda is also called as Nityananda Balaram. Nityananda Balaram. Dina Hina Jatashila, right? The most fallen are delivered. The most fallen are delivered by Hari Name Udharilo, by chanting of the holy name of the Lord. And the evidence is Tara Saki, Jagai Madai, the deliverance of Jagai and Madai is the evidence. They were the most fallen debauchees, and they were delivered by the causeless mercy of Lord Nityananda, right? Who, along with Haridas Thakur, was spreading the glories of Mahaprabhu and insisting them to chant the holy name. And in intoxication, Madai would not stop. He hit Lord Nityananda. First time, yeah, they had chased them out. The second time when they came, he hit him with a clay pot. Right, blood started trickling down, and we see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. As soon as he heard that, he went there, invoked the Sudarshan Chakra to cut off the head of Madai. But there again, we see Lord Nityananda stopping Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Oh, if you will kill them, you will have to kill so many people in this Kali Yuga, almost all. And your appearance is not to kill them physically, but to kill their sinful mentality. Kill their sinful mentality, right? So that's Sakhi Jagai Madhai. Lord Nityananda appeared 12 years before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in 1474 at Ekachakra Dham, right? At Ekachakra Dham, which is a couple of hours from Mayapur Dham, right? That's where Lord Nityananda had appeared. Uh, when we see during the war of Mahabharata, when one day Bhishma Pitama was fighting so valiantly uh, and was about to even kill Arjuna, um, that Krishna could not tolerate that his devotee Arjuna was pricked by so many arrows. So to stop Bhishma Pitama, immediately uh, took a wheel from the chariot and ran towards Bhishma Pitama. right? And Bhishma Pitama completely surrendered. And Arjuna stopped Lord Krishna that, oh, please don't break your vow of not taking weapons. I will fight valiantly. Right? And that chakra then, no, because he had already invoked the chakra, so it had to be hurled somewhere. So that chakra ultimately came and for this place, Eka Chakra, right? Eka Chakra. That's how the name Eka Chakra comes. Uh, it's famous as Lord Nityananda Janmastan. And there, as a son of Hadai Pandit and Mother Padmavati, he took birth. Um, this is the Garbhavas or Sutika Mandir. And we see Lord Nityananda's picture at the birthplace. This nice Vigra is there. This Hadai Pandit's house, right? And there are, places nearby. Nitai Kunda, uh, right in the this Garbhavasa Mandir complex, where the utensils were washed, the umbilical cord which tied um, Lord Nityananda just out, at the outskirt of that Janmastan. We see Nari Pota Amarapita, where Lord's umbilical cord was buried as a samadhi. And various pastimes took place from the very childhood. We see just as um, uh, Lakshman appeared as a younger brother of Lord Ram, right? As a younger brother of Lord Ram. And he always had to follow the instructions of Lord Ramchandra. He was like a shadow of Lord Ramachandra. And that same Lakshman appeared as the elder brother in Krishna Lila as Lord Balaram, right? And as Lord Nityananda, right? 12 years before the appearance of Mahaprabhu. And from the very childhood, he was absorbed in enacting the pastimes. Many pastimes which were not even described. And different places, he could enact that pastime uh, so nicely that he'll completely get absorbed into the pastimes. Right. One time, as Lakshman becomes unconscious, right? He completely became unconscious that people felt that, oh, he left his life. And the person enacting the pastime as Hanuman uh, forgot his the role that he had to go and bring Sanjeevani, right? And ultimately, somebody reminded him, he brought the herbs, and Lord Nityananda came back to life. He completely got absorbed into that pastimes. And that went on till 12 years of age. At that time, the sannyasi Lakshmipati Tirtha came to Eka Chakra and asked Hadai Pandit and Mother Padmavati to give him their son as a traveling companion so that he can travel with him. And they were heart, no, their heart shattered, just like Dasrat Maharaj was asked, right, by Vishwamitra Muni for allowing Lord Ramachandra and Lakshman to accompany him into the forest to kill Taraka and other demons. And we see Lord Nityananda ultimately travels, and for 20 years, from 12 years to 32 years, he travels different parts. With Lakshmipati Tirtha, he meets Madhavendra Puri, gets initiated by Madhavendra Puri. Right? Uh, and goes to, in that journey also goes to Vrindavan. Right? Then he comes back at the age of 32 to um, Mayapur, to Navadvip. And at the house of Nandanacharya, right, there is a meeting of Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda was staying at Nandanacharya's place, and then Mahaprabhu was feeling separation that, oh, uh, a great personality has come to Siddha Mahapur, and he sends his associates first. They could not find much. Then he himself goes to Nandanacharya's place. And that meeting between Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda um, at Nandanacharya's place is glorified in such ecstasy that no, that meeting was so ecstatic that both these personalities met. Right. And when they appeared in front of Mother Sachi, Gauranga, no, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda, right in the form of Lord Nityananda, right, right in the form of Lord Nityananda. Mother Sachi could see the form of Vishwarup, her own son, right, the elder brother of um, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, right. So he's non-different. Nityananda, the name itself means Nitya, is always. Ananda, blissful, always blissful, always blissful. So one cannot get the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu without getting the mercy of Lord Nityananda. And one cannot get the mercy of Radha Krishna without getting the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So there is absolutely no hope to get the mercy of Radha Krishna without getting the mercy of Lord Nityananda. That's why he's considered the original spiritual master. He's considered the original spiritual master from whom all the manifestation of spiritual master appears, comes. The spiritual masters, we take Diksha, they are considered as the expansions of Lord Nityananda or Srimati Radharani. Right. So that's now Lord Nityananda. Then we see him traveling with when Mahaprabhu takes sannyas and he then goes to Jagannath Puri, right? He also part of Mahaprabhu's pastimes in Jagannath Puri. He will bring all these devotees from Bengal and join Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan movement in Puri, especially in Rath Yatras, dancing in front of the Lord, in intimate pastimes of Mahaprabhu. Lord Nityananda is always there, right? Or his pastimes of Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda at Advaita Bhavan, Santipur. These three personalities, Advaita Acharya, Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda, intimately no, uh, connect with each other. And in the intimate pastimes, at times we see that they mock with each other, especially Lord Nityananda and Advaita Acharya. Right. Uh, but those are very intimate pastimes, right, of Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda He appears in five forms. In uh, it's mentioned in Chaitanya Chaitamrita. Is a source of five expansions, right? In fact, all the incarnations comes from Lord Nityananda, right? He is the first expansion of Lord Krishna. He is the first expansion of Lord Krishna. Lord Balaram is the first expansion. The only difference between Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram is the complexion. Lord Krishna appears in the blackish complexion, Balaram appears in the white complexion. That's the only difference. Otherwise, both have 64 qualities. They're complete, right? And Nityananda Balaram appears in five forms. Sankarsana Karana Toya Sai, Garbhoda Sai Cha Payobdi Sai, Shesha Cha Yashyam Shakala Sanitya, Nandakya Rama Sharanam Mamastu. Sankarshan, that Mula Sankarshan, the original Sankarshan from the first Chaturvi expansion, is Lord Balram, is Lord Nityananda, right? Who further expands, right? As Mahavishnu, Karnodakshai Vishnu, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, Shirodakshai Vishnu. Shirodakshai Vishnu, the source of all the incarnations, right? And Shesha, right? Ananda Shesha, on whose millions of hoods all the universes rest. There's also expansion of Lord Nityananda, right? Is the source of all these expansions, right? The Supreme Personality of Krishna is the fountainhead of all incarnations. Lord Balaram is the second body. These two are one and the same identity. They differ only in form. Balaram is the first bodily expansion of Krishna who assists in Krishna's pastimes. Right? Lord Nityananda, Lord Balaram assist in the pastimes of the Supreme Lord. He expands himself even as the abode of the Supreme Lord. Vraja Vrindavan Dham, he expands as the abode. He expands himself as the sandals of the Supreme Lord. He expands himself as the umbrella of the Supreme Lord. He expands himself as the bed of the Supreme Lord. And in so many forms, Lord Balaram is serving Lord Krishna, and same way Lord Nityananda is serving Mahaprabhu in his Sankirtan movement, right? Because his whole Mahaprabhu is a Yuga avatar, and the whole mission is to establish the Yuga Dharma for this age. Yagya Sankirtan Prahi Yajanti Sumeda Saha. Then we see Lord Nityananda coming back to Bengal, right outside. Now we see Ambika Kalna, the house of Suryadas Sarakela, right, where he, no, on the orders of Mahaprabhu, gets married to Janava and Vasudha, the daughters of Suryadas Sarakela, who are non-different than Revati and Varuni. Non-different than Revati and Varuni. Right. And in that role also, then we see him going to different places, Kardaha, and different places, and then expanding the glories of Mahaprabhu. Right. He is the one who also shows his, uh, he takes Jiva Goswami to these different places, right? Different places for the Navdik Mandal Parikrama, right? And to so many associates, right? So there's an entire chapter of Adi Lila, Devan chapter, where it talks about uh, the expansions of Lord Nityananda, right? The branches of Sri Nityananda, where it talks about his close associates, right? The entire chapter, it talks about the close associates of Lord Nityananda. We're not going to go into that.
Prabhu, maybe you can add the Uddharana Datta Thakur, because it's connected to Prabhupada. You can mention about that.
Uddharana Thakur, yeah, where one of the associates is Uddharana Thakur, right? Exalted devotee of Nityananda Prabhu, who worshipped his lotus feet in all respects. He is also considered as the 11th Gopal, right? He is also considered as the 11th Gopal, Uddharana Thakur. Or Minidas, the Minaketana Ramdas, especially, now worshipping Lord Nityananda. But then we see one Brahmana who was having close association with Gauranga Mahaprabhu, but he did not have much faith in Lord Nityananda. Right. And ultimately, uh, he does not get the mercy. Even Mahaprabhu rejects him. That without getting the mercy of Lord Nityananda, you cannot get the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. We even see Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami mentioning that his brother had was following Mahaprabhu but did not have faith in Nityananda Prabhu. And ultimately, he was rejected. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami completely followed Lord Nityananda, and under his orders, he goes to Vrindavan. And under the orders of Lord Nityananda, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami goes to Vrindavan. Right. Or we see his pastimes of this Chiradahi Mahotsav at Panihati, right, where uh, he involves Raghunath Das Goswami, right. He has all this well, serve the Vaishnavas, right. In that way, uh, passes on the instructions to us that how, as Grahasthas, we should serve all Vaishnavas. We should serve all Vaishnavas. We have the Sunday feast sponsorship and this and that. That's not only to get money to run the temple. The temple will run even without that, right? But it is so that those who are uh, spending their time day in, day out, working outside in the material world, at least in some way, they can serve the Supreme Lord by serving the Vaishnavas, right? By serving the Vaishnavas. And we see Lord Nityananda engaged Raghunath Das Goswami in that way. And after being engaged in that way, not that Raghunath Das Goswami was garlanded. What did Lord Nityananda do? He touched his lotus feet on the head of Raghunath Das Goswami. Touched his lotus feet on the head of Raghunath Das Goswami. Right. And, his lotus feet are soothing like millions of moons, are soothing like millions of moons. Right. Like we see here, Nitai Pada Kamala, Koti Chandra, Sushitala. Right. We'll come to this bhajan later on. This is the pastime of Raghunath Das Goswami, and when he meets Lord Nityananda, and the Panihati festival takes place. And right there, in the chanting of the holy name, Gauranga Mahaprabhu appears. Gauranga Mahaprabhu appears, right, in the vision of Raghurandas Goswami, right. Uh, Elsewhere we see Lord Nityananda. Uh, One time he was bedecked with all these jewelries and all, and a dacoit felt that, oh, what about if I can get this jewelry, I can rob Lord Nityananda. And he was waiting outside, and Lord Nityananda was in a house, could sense that this dacoit is outside, and was letting the dacoit go through all these different miseries. Right at night, he was still waiting that, oh, when Lord Nityananda will come out, when Lord Nityananda will come out. And he was beaten by this mosquitoes and so many miseries he goes through, right? That finally, when Lord Nityananda comes out, he just falls down at the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. Right? In that way, we see Lord Nityananda uh, delivering now many uh, devious, wicked person who comes with wicked mentality, but to them also, Lord Nityananda, by his causeless mercy, he delivers them. By his causeless mercy, he delivers them. We see here Lord Nityananda taking Jiva Goswami for this Navdeep Mandal Parikrama, right? And um, showing them the vision of this Adbhut Mandir, which will one day manifest, right? That was shown by Lord Nityananda to Jiva Goswami. And then, as far as biography is concerned, later on we see that um, right in from him, uh, um, from his wife Vasudha, there were two sons. There were seven sons who were born initially, who left the body, and then one son, Virachandra or Virabhadra Gosani, and Ganga Devi, the daughter, who Virachandra is not different than Shirodaksha Vishnu. And he also took initiation from Janua Mata. Janua Mata, the consort of Lord Nityananda, was responsible because Vasudha had left early, given her life. So Janua Mata was raising Virabhadra and Ganga Devi. And ultimately, they joined the mission of spreading this mission of Mahaprabhu in different parts of Bengal, or we even see in Vrindavan and other places. Janma Mata is considered uh, to be, the female body in the topmost saint. So many, she was considered the topmost Vaishnava, Gaudiya Vaishnava after Lord Nityananda left. Right. And she had initiated this Sankirtan movement, uh, especially this place, I forget the name of the place where this nice Kirtan goes on,
Keturi,
and uh,
Keturi festival.
Keturi festival, right. At Keturi festival, uh, she initiated This nice, just like we are having this kirtan love fest, like continuous kirtan of uh, Harinam. So much so, with so much affection and so much surrender, devotees were chanting, right? That the Panchatattva deities, the Panchatattva personalities appeared there. Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda, Advaita Acharya, all appeared there at the Kheturi festival. At Kheturi festival, you see, all of them appeared. There was Janva Mata. And Lord Nityananda later on at Bankim Rai Mandir, which is a temple in Ekachakra Dham, where there are deities of we see Bankim Rai deities with Radharani and Janma Mata. They Lord Nityananda merges into the deity of Bankim Rai. Right? That's how uh, we see, just like Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he merges into Srirachar Gopinath, not Srirachar Gopinath, Tota Gopinath deities in Puri. Right? Tota Gopinath is in Puri. We see here Lord Nityananda merging into the Bankim Rai deities. Right? So that's nutshell. We can talk and talk about Lord Nityananda, but our Governor Srila Prabhupada in his lecture, he focused on this wonderful uh, bhajan, Nitai Pada Kamala, and its translation. Because in this bhajan by Narottam Das Thakur itself, we see the complete summarization of Lord Nityananda's mood and Lord Nityananda's personality, and how without Lord Nityananda, without the mercy of Lord Nityananda, we cannot get to anywhere. Right. So we'll just sing that. Nitai pada kamalaha koti chandra susitala je chai jagat jurai je chai jagat jurai eno nitai bine bhai Radha Krishna Paitanai Eno Nitai Binebhai Radha Krishna Paitanai Dida Kori Dharo Nitai Pai Drita Kori Dharo Nitai Pai. The lotus feet of Lord Nityananda are a shelter where one will get the soothing moonlight, not only of one, but of millions of moons. Right. If the world wants to have real peace, it should take shelter of Lord Nityananda. Right. Throughout the world, we see so many strife that this country is fighting against this country is fighting against this country. Right. If the world wants real peace, right, they should take shelter of Lord Nityananda. Srila Prabhupada gave this peace formula. Bhoktaram yagatapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suridam sarvabhutanam gyattamam santim richati. Right, from Bhagavad Gita. One should understand that the Supreme Lord is the Supreme Proprietor, the Supreme Enjoyer, the Supreme Controller. Right. But if they want real peace, they should take the shelter of Lord Nityananda. Right. Whose lotus feet are soothing as millions of moons. Unless one takes shelter under the shade of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, it will be very difficult for him to approach Radha Krishna. Right. So if one actually wants to enter into the dancing party of Radha Krishna, He must firmly catch hold of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, right? So without the mercy of Lord Nityananda, we cannot even worship Radha Krishna. We cannot get hold of the lotus feet of Radha Krishna, right? We will not be able to understand Radha Krishna, right? That's why Srila Prabhupada, he mentioned we have two biggest festivals in ISKCON. One is the appearance of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Gaur Purnima. Another is Nityananda Trayodasi. Right? He had appeared on the 13th day of the month of March. Nityananda Trayodasi. Two biggest festivals. Because without the mercy of Lord Nityananda, we cannot get the mercy of Mahaprabhu, and without the mercy of Mahaprabhu, we cannot get the mercy of Radha Krishna. So there is no chance of us entering or even understanding of Radha Krishna without the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Right. The second verse of that bhajan says, Se sambandha nahi ja, brita janma gelota, se pasu boro durachar, se pasu boro durachar. Nitai na bolilo mukhe, majilo sansara sukhe. Nitai na bolilo mukhe, majilo sansara sukhe. Vidyakule ki kori botal, Vidyakule ki kori botal. Anyone who has not established his relationship with Nityananda Prabhu, he is understood to have spoiled his valuable human birth. Bita gari, se sambandh nahi ja bita janmo gilotar. Right? Bita janmo gilotar. He has spoiled his valuable human birth. Such a human being is actually an uncontrollable animal. Narottam Thakur uses very hard words here. Say pasu buro durachar. That human being is an uncontrolled animal. Because he never uttered the holy name of Nityananda. He never uttered the holy name of Lord Nityananda. He has become merged into so-called material happiness. What can his useless education and family tradition do to help him? Right? What can his useless education and family tradition do to help him? Right. Nityananda bolele muke majilo sansara sukhe. He is absorbed in samsara sukha, in the sense gratification of the material happiness. What can his education do? He may have this PhD, this, that. It's all useless if he does not chant the glories of Lord Nityananda. Right. Ahankare mata hoye, nitai pada pasariya. Ahankare mata hoye, nitai pada pasariya. Asatyera satya mani. Asatyera satya mani. Nita he karuna habe. Braje Radha Krishna pabe. Nita he karuna habe. Braje Radha Krishna pabe. Daronitai charana dukhani. Daronitai charana dukhani. Ahankara mata hai. Being maddened out of false prestige and identification with the body, one is thinking, oh, what is Nityananda? What can he do for me? I don't care. Right? Like in this material world, everybody thinks, I don't care. No, I don't want to waste my time in chanting Hare Krishna. I don't care. Because they are maddened by the false ego, which makes them identify with themselves with the body and that related with their body. Right. So, what is Nityananda? Right. The result is that is accepting something false to be truth. If you actually want to approach the association of Radha Krishna, you must first achieve the mercy of Lord Nityananda. When he is merciful toward you, then you will be able to approach Radha Krishna. Therefore, you should firmly grasp the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. Right? If you want to come out of the samsara chakra, get the mercy of Radha Krishna, we have to hold the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, who is the original manifestation of spiritual masters. We have to hold the lotus feet of our spiritual master. Right? If you want to come out of this false identification that we are this body. Nitaye charana satye tahara sevaka nitya. Nitaye charana satya tahara sevaka nitya. Nitai pada sadakoroa. Nitai pada sadakoroa. Narotama baroduke. Nitai more korosuke. Narotama baroduke. Nitai more karosuke. Rakoranga charanera pas. Rakoranga charanera pas. The lotus feet of Nityananda are not illusion. They are a fact. One who engages in the transcendental loving service of Nityananda is also transcendental. Always try to catch the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. This Narottam Das is very unhappy. Therefore, I am praying to Lord Nityananda to make me happy. My dear Lord, please keep me close to your lotus feet. So similarly, in that mood of Narottam Das Thakur, if you want to be happy, take hold the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda and extend this mercy of Lord Nityananda to others. Extend this mercy of Lord Nityananda to others. Lord Nityananda did not just say, okay, uh, hold it to ourselves and be blissful. No. As an avdut, he will go out. Even to the most fallen, he would tell them to chant the holy name of the Lord. Right? He would tell them to chant the holy name of the Lord. Without seeing their qualification, whether they were Brahmanas or whether they were, what caste they were, what nationality they were, without even seeing whether they were intoxicated or following the regulatory principles. No. To each and every one, he will go out and tell them to chant the holy name of the Lord. Right? And ultimately we see Tara Sakya Jagai Madai, deliverance of Jagai Madai. Right? That's the mercy of Lord Nityananda. If we take to his lotus feet, no, we will get the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, we will get the mercy of Radha Krishna, and we'll make our life, the mission of our life successful. Otherwise, ahankara, in our false ego, we will remain in this bodily platform and remain in this sansara chakra of janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi. Right? So that's, yeah, we'll take some questions at this time. some discussions. The topic is vast of Lord Nityananda. We can discuss
Prabhu,
glories, but let's discuss this tattva and take this
Go
quick.
ahead, Sudhakar Prabhu. You have a
Prabhu,
question?
when is Nityananda Trayodasi? When is Advaita Acharya Appearance Day coming this year?
Yeah, it is coming in February. February 4th is Advaita Acharya appearance, and February 10th is Lord Nityananda Trayodasi.
Thank you.
Right. So coming soon. 2 weeks from now will be Advaita Acharya Prabhu's appearance, who is not different than Sadasiv, Mahavishnu. Right. And February 10th is Lord Nityananda's appearance day. It was right on Lord Nityananda's appearance day in 2005. Srila Prabhupada, the Vigraha which we have, and back in 2006, Nityananda Tayodasi, they came to us in this kind of central New Jersey, our yatra. They worshipped. Srila Prabhupada's Vigraha was worshipped initially in Old Bridge at Vivek Prabhu's place, then at Dattatreya Prabhu's place, and finally at our temple. Right. That they appeared. He came by his causeless mercy on the appearance day of Lord Nityananda, Nityananda Trayodasi. Yep. Anything else, Sudhakar Krishna?
No, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Anyone else has a questions, comments? Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you very much for taking your time and sharing. Maybe your time, if you have those slides, you can share some of those places quickly of the Ekachakra Dham, so that those who never went can see, and then maybe in future they can go.
ISKCON Ekachakra now has a wonderful temple there. I didn't put ISKCON Ekachakra's photo, but otherwise they have a wonderful temple now. Before it was a small temple, more like a small place, but now it's a huge temple with guest house and everything. We're fortunate that few times, yatras in different years with different devotees from our yatra, we were able to go to Ekachakra Dham. Yeah, I'll post that. Yeah, that's not a problem. If anybody also, we have a few minutes. If anybody wants to share their realization of Lord Nityananda's mercy, they can.
Prabhu, from a material point of view, Ekachakra Dham is a very nice place to distress and hang out. It's very, very rural and all those things. It's a
Yeah.
very nice place to spend 4 or 5 days, and it's very rustic.
Yep. It's as Krishna Prabhu mentioned, it's rural. You still see a lot of hay and dust and clay and all those kind of things. Not filled with heavy traffic and all, but still very peaceful and uh, soothing. Yes, Lord Nityananda's lotus feet is soothing. Yes, Ekachakra Dham is very soothing. Yeah, to go there is you go through some ordeal, but once you are there, uh, it's very peaceful. Very good, Sudhakar Krishna.
Yeah, highly important place. I've been there. From Mayapur, it's 6 hours or so, or 4 or 5 hours plus, 1 day trip at least. It's a wonderful place. Every place, there are at least 10, 15 or more. Each and every place what Lord Nityananda Prabhu did. Sharing earlier that Uddharananda Thakur connected to very much to Sri Prabhupada, because they are Swarna Malliks Earlier, they had all bad name in Bengal, but by Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, he went there, and he brought the light, enlightenment to all of them, and then the glory. He has given the glorification to them, also Malik and Mulik's Prabhupada's father, Gaur Mohan De. Mullik's families. In Calcutta, there are two main, whole Calcutta Prabhupada writes in under Udananda's Tagore, I think few verses after our same verse, that these Mulliks, Calcutta is made up of these Mulliks, two different families or so, he writes. So Prabhupada is connected from, in that family is coming, in that lineage is, he has appeared. So it's very much, you can see that Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, his mercy personified, is distributing that love. Directly we can see what Srila Prabhupada has done in this world. So there is a direct connection from Lord Nityananda to him.
Yep. Thank you very much, Namaprabhu, for sharing that.
Madhupati, you can talk about the Pandavasthal in Ekachakradham and also the little lake next to with the
Yeah.
temple in the middle.
Yeah, there is a little lake, Janukund. That place, Lord Nityananda invited all the holy rivers into the Janukund, so that devotees didn't have to, or the Eka Chakravasi didn't have to go to different places to Ganges, which is all the way 4 5 hours away. They didn't have to go there. They can take bath right in this Janukund, and all the holy rivers were there. Right. That is Janukund, which is also very close to the Janmasthan. Then Ekachakradham, when the Pandavas were in exile for 14 years, in the 14th year, right? These guys, uh, they were in Ekachakradham, where we see this pastime of Bhima killing Bakasura, right? So there is a Pandava Tala, that place where the Pandavas stayed at a home, a hut of a Brahmana who uh, whose turn was to give his son as a sacrifice, or as or one member as a sacrifice to be eaten by this demon Bakasur. And Mother Kunti, as a guest, she's kind of mentioning, oh, you have only one son, but I have 5 sons, right? And she sends Bhima um, to Bakasur, also knowing the progress of Bhima, Mother Kunti knew. So Bhima kills Bakasur. So there is also the we see the knee of Bakasur is also there at a little bit distant place from the Ekachakra. But right in Ekachakra, from the Janmasthan, it is a little bit a different place. But walking distance from the Janmasthan is the Pandavatala. I even had pictures of that I can share. 1 minute. Hold on for a minute.
Meantime, also, we hear from Prabhupada disciples also some of the pastimes. Recently, I heard about even Baltimore, the deities, Gaurnitai. Prabhupada heard one time during Prabhupada time that the beautiful deities of Gaurnitai. Then Prabhupada said, let's go, take me there. Then Prabhupada went there and they saw, and then he told, whoever sees these deities and they say, Gaurnitai, Jainitai, they'll be, getting their love. So, like that, he said. Similar, New Mayapur also in France, how the deities came. That is also another. So Sri Gaunita is there living. So, many pastimes been explained by Prabhupada disciples, how this manifestation of mercy of both the brothers, divine brothers. So
this is the Pandav Tala in Ekachakradham. This is the place where they stayed, right? the pastimes, we are meeting Pandavas right here. Bhima killing Bakasur's kneecap, right? Yeah. Deep used by Mother Kunti, right? To offer the Supreme Lord. Yeah, and Sri Radhakrishna deities at Pandatala.
Deep is very big.
Yeah, that's a big deep. No, so it's again rural where they will in that big deep, right? It's like made of stone. It's made of stone. It's not made of metal which we use. But right now in the courtyard outside their house, they will have this deep, and they will put a givi at the end and to burn that continuously. Or while offering, no, they will offer it to Mother Tulsi. Tulsi is right there in the outside the home, and then they'll keep the dip here. Yeah, we are used to that dip with the made of metal, and we circulate around the Lord. Yeah, but rural made of stone and clay, right? Yeah, big dip. Good. So I had that in my initial slides, which I had taken that out for this class because this talks more about Eka Chakra. Okay. Anything else? Anybody else wants to add anything?
There's a small Jagannath temple also there.
There's a lot. Yeah, Eka Chakra, there's Jagannath temple is there.
There is
Uh,
another temple. I forget. Don't remember the names.
this is ISKCON Eka Chakra.
No, that is main temple, but there is other temple. Is it the same Jagannath temple?
Well, there is also another temple of Lord Jagannath. In Eka Chakra Dham also, we have the Jagannath deities. When Eka Chakra ISKCON temple is also Jagannath deities are there. But even there is another temple where there is Jagannath deities. Let me see if I can find that. If I have the picture of that. May not be in this slides, but I have it somewhere. Yeah. There is Yamuna River, the local river which flows through there is called as the Maudeshwar River, which is none considered as Yamuna. Yamuna is Maudeshwar River. That's the river which flows through Ekachakradham.
There itself also there's past time I'm forgetting in Chaitanya Charitamrita recently read Maureshwar. How this
Maudeshwar Siva.
Shiva, that pastime, and then Lord Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, then so many snakes or something.
Yeah, yeah. See this snake?
Yeah.
Ananda Shesha snake, yeah. Because Ananda Shesha is the expansion of Lord Nityananda. Uh, now there are many snakes around, so it's no, not advisable to walk at night. Uh, I remember in one of the yatras of Radhanath Maharaj, when Maharaj had taken the yatra to Eka Chakra, Maharaj was giving lecture and all the devotees were sitting, and then different snakes were appearing from different places, especially near Pandautala, because that's more in the field. Yeah.
So this is a real snake, Prabhu, in the picture?
Well, no, this is not the real snake in the picture. This is the,
Okay.
but there are many snakes otherwise out there. This this picture is the center is Maudeshwar Shiva Lingam, and then we see this on this is snake. So Maureshwar Shiva is worshipped as in any dham, the protector of the dham. Lord Shiva appears as the protector of the dham. So in Ekachakra, he appears as Maureshwar Shiva. Right. Just like in Vrindavan, he appears as no, so many places. Gopeshwar Mahadev, we see Chakleshwar Mahadev, Bhuteshwar Mahadev in Mathura, right? Chakleshwar Mahadev, Govardhan, Nandeshwar Mahadev in Nandagaon. He appears as a healing himself. Uh, Nandagaon is situated on a hill, which is the expansion of Lord Shiva. Yeah.
Yeah, Bhakti Ratnakar, Narahara Sarkar Thakur. That's where I read. He is writing Nityan Prabhu's birth, and around that there he's writing about this Maureshwar Shiva, that whole pastime.
Mm. Yeah.
And what is the pastime?
I don't fully remember. I recently read basically how the Nityan Prabhu came, and basically all snakes are pacified or something like that. I'm not able to remember right now. Recently only read
We'll post it in
later.
Pathan group.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Quick announcements then. I think anybody else has a question, comment? Looks like not. My Guru
So
Maharaj.
let's take this opportunity. In fact, for next couple of months, our December marathon is ending in January 15th. But for next couple of months, let's take this opportunity to distribute the transcendental literature of Mahaprabhu as teachings of Lord Chaitanya, Chaitanya Chaitamrita, or yeah, Chaitanya Bhagavat. We can get those copies so that we can distribute it. Okay, wonderful.
Yes, yeah, my Guru Maharaj was sharing either yesterday or day before class that Nityananda Prabhu's like dealings with Madai. Madai told, I have done so many mistakes. I hit with you bottle. He told, Nityananda Prabhu told, and rather, you are my child. So why will I take that into account? Mercy. I didn't take that as offense. Then he told, no, but I have done so many offenses, so many devotees, so many things I did to so many people in this place. What should I do? How can I contract? I said, go and build a place, Ghat, and serve all of them. That's how this Madai Ghat. And then you're sharing that Prabhupada Ghat is being built right now. Government is working for in Mayapur Dham. It's going to come up around Gaur Purnima time or so. Like that Madai Ghat is being built by Nityananda Prabhu's instruction there.
Yeah. So the Ghat, so Jagai and Madai were washing the lotus feet of all the Vaishnavas who would come to that Ghat to take bath in Ganges. Their service is to wash their lotus feet. And how many rounds were they chanting?
Don't remember.
192 rounds.
Yeah, like Haridas Thakur.
Yeah. After they were delivered, they were chanting 192 rounds, like Haridas Thakur. Yeah. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Anjana Mata, go ahead.
Prabhuji, like we always hear, Lord Nityananda is very merciful, very merciful.
Yes.
So just the basic understanding we have, very merciful, like he is more kind compared to others, or like Lord Gauranga, or like, can you please elaborate little bit how he is very merciful, or is he kind to even like not so good people or something like that?
Hmm. Yeah. Yes. So just in this pastime of Jagai Madai, we see that both were completely intoxicated. They were womanizers, they were intoxicated, they were troubling saintly people, they had no control on the languages. Right? And Lord Nityananda comes to give them the holy name. That, oh, please stop drinking, just take this holy name. Right? And even after being eaten, right, even after being hit by this clay pot by Madai, Gauranga Mahaprabhu immediately invoked the Sudarshan Chakra to behead Madai. But Lord Nityananda stopped him. See, like you mentioned about the mercy,
Yes.
Gauranga Mahaprabhu immediately, that you hit my devotee, I cannot tolerate. The Lord can tolerate offense towards him, but not towards his devotee. Not towards his devotee. Even in the past time, we see about Durvasa Muni and Amrish Maharaj. Right. Durvasa Muni, Sudarshan Chakra was after Durvasa Muni and he was traveling everywhere. He went to Shivaloka, he went to Lord Vishnu, took shelter. Oh, the Lord, please forgive me. No, your the weapon, Sudarshan Chakra, is after me. He said, no, I cannot. The only person who can forgive you is the person to whom you committed the offense. So he goes back and takes shelter at the lotus feet of Amrish Maharaj. Right. So that way Lord Nityananda is very merciful. Just like that's why he's a representation of this original representation of spiritual masters.
Yes, it's more forgiving kind, but means other like are strict. The way you really explained yes very nicely. So kind of Lord Nityananda is more forgiving kind, not immediately punishing. Like you said, if
Yeah.
Lord Gauranga is there and he can immediately lift the chakra and yes, okay.
Yeah,
Thank
so
thank you.
that, in that way, forgiving and then giving us the opportunity to practice Krishna consciousness.
Hmm.
Just like by His mercy, otherwise Jagat and Mother would be wiped out at that particular time. But by
Hmm.
His mercy, they took the chanting of the holy name so seriously that they came to the platform of chanting 192 rounds. Right.
Hmm.
So he does not see any qualification that, oh, he's from this advanced family or he's so sinful and this, that. No, Lord Nityananda delivers all of them. So that's the mercy expect. Just like we see Srila Prabhupada was begging for the mercy of Lord Nityananda, right, before he came to preach the message of his spiritual master, right. His spiritual masters gave an instruction, preach to the Western audience because your English is good. And Srila Prabhupada would beg the mercy of Lord Nityananda. And when he came, we see he didn't feel, oh, no, no, I cannot take food here. He was taking food right at place of Gopal Agarwal, who was hosting him. And right in his house, Gopal Agarwal's wife, Sally Agarwal, was smoking. He didn't take that offense. He didn't take that offense that in that refrigerator where he's putting his bhoga, there was also meat there. He didn't take that offense. Right. So now we see how the saintly personalities, for spreading the mission of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, they'll go to so much extent. Right. So similarly, Lord Nityananda, that's a mercy which comes from Lord Nityananda because he's the source of all the mercy. Right. He's the source of all the mercy. So the Supreme Lord, based on our mood, and especially the offensive mood, may reject us. But what would happen if the spiritual master rejects us? We have no hope. That's why the spiritual master is considered more merciful than the Supreme Lord. And that's why the representation of the spiritual master, Nityananda Prabhu, is considered as more merciful than Gauranga Mahaprabhu himself. Is that okay, Mataji?
Yes, very nice, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Do we have any other incidents about mercy of the Nityanand Prabhu?
Yeah, there are many instances throughout Chaitanya Chaitamrita. A glaring instance is Jagai Madhai because not after even they were the most fallen, considered the most fallen. But we see many instances where Lord Nityananda is preaching and this will happen. There is this pastime of Lord Nityananda who breaks the danda of Mahaprabhu. Right. He breaks the danda rod of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu had taken at that time initiation, sannyas initiation. It was not common in Vaishnava tradition at that time to take sannyas. So he had taken initiation in Mayavad, in personal institution for sannyas, like Bharati. So he was carrying Ekadanda. So he broke Danda Bhagar river, which is there, from where we can start seeing the Puri temple, Jagannath Puri temple. He broke the rod into three. There's the topmost. Vaishnava tradition follows Mahaprabhu, Gaudiya tradition. So, right. But different places, and we can I can summarize and post it of how to different devotees Lord Nityananda has given mercy, right? This Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's brother ultimately, it surrenders. This Miniketan Ramdas is the associate. This dacoit, which I was talking about in my class, about he came to rob Lord Nityananda. Ultimately becomes a devotee. Right? So many instances in that way, which we can elaborate more by narrating their story and posting it. Is that okay, Madhuri?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, we'll do quick announcements. I want to answer the question. Okay, please join for Sunday feast program today evening, 5:30 to 9 p.m. starting with Tulsi Arati, Prabhupada, Guru Puja. Sunday feast class 6:30 to 7:30. Then tomorrow, day after tomorrow is very important days. Sankranti in many different ways, many parts of India, but especially Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's special pastime has happened. That way, it is important for us as well. Other than Ganga Sagar Mela and many other things. So 13th, 14th, important that way. Lord Jagannath pastimes are also there. So many different pastimes around Sankranti and the day before.
Krishna Pushya Abhishek also happens. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Monday is Krishna Pushya Abhishek Purnima, Goda Kalyanam, many things from different sampradaya, different festivals and different instructions from these. Then February 10th, as Prabhu announced already, Monday is Nityananda Trayodasi. Please plan and let us know if you like to help, serve in any way. Services and different types of services are there. That and then Advaita Acharya Prabhu's is just 1 week or 6 days before that is the appearance day. It will be in the evening because both are weekdays, if I remember correctly. Even Advaita Acharya Prabhu is also weekday, I think.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Till 6:30 to 9 or 7 to 9. We'll have Abhishek and all. So we'll join. Today we are distributing books from my side. Not sure if others are doing any other devotees are doing. Today we are doing it Hillsborough at the Patidar. Then after that we plan to do in North Brunswick as well, 11:30 to 2 or so. Myself and Ananda Leela Prabhu and Devananda plan to go. So if anybody else want to join, you can join. You can go also door to door in Hillsborough.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, yes, book distribution are both places today, locations?
Yes, North Brunswick is afterwards. I have my office colleague in North Brunswick, so going to do it there around 3. We finish here from 2 or 2:30, and then after that I'll go there and do it there. It's been a while, so for me not doing it, so I thought let me take advantage of Sunday.
And where exactly in North Brunswick?
I'll send you the address. I don't also remember. He shared me the address. I can share that later.
Sure, Prabhuji. I will try to join. I have some books in my car also, some leftover
3 to
from
4.
Gita Jayanti, the small ones I have. I will try to join.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Those are
Krishna.
the quick announcements. Yeah.
For what time?
North Brunswick will be 3 to 4. 4 or 4:30. The Hillsborough will be 11:30 to 2:30. Yeah. So that is the time. Hillsborough is a Patida. It's a big store. That's where we do. Many times we did there. Okay. We'll conclude with that. Thank you very much for all of you joining. Thank you, Prabhu, again. Andra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Lord Nityananda Ram ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakt. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Vancha kalpatarubhayasya kripa sindhu bhayam pavane bhayo vaishnave
Namo Nanda God Vaishnava ki jai. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, everybody. Hari Bol.